qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président, à l'Assemblée, il y a un Dieu. Vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un Dieu. Wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un Dieu. Dans tout le gouvernement, il y a que des dieux, des dieux, des dieux.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I have been in much pain. I have been mourning. Sometimes I could say I was lost for words. I did not know how to come today and talk on this party political broadcast. My brothers and sisters, when I heard what the government of La République du Cameroun, they wanted to make profit on a slave village in British Cameroon, I was shocked. I've been trying to come and talk. It was difficult for me. I found the strength today to come and talk about this trade village in Bimbia, in British Cameroon. The government of La République du Cameroun is a disgrace. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, this is a party political broadcast by myself, Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge. Today, I really want to come and talk, which to me, what the government of La République is doing is about country second, profit first. I understand some people have been protesting or whatsoever. I am not a fan of people who react, reactive people. For those of you who know me, I'm proactive. I try to stop something before it happens. I don't wait for a minister to go and sit and sign documents. Then they come later on. The ministers, then they come, all of us, we start reacting. We are reacting instead of being proactive. Ladies and gentlemen, I know people have given different opinion in connection to the slave plantation in Bimbia. I will read something which is very brief and short. Then I'll tell you what this heritage site in Fako, what it means for the people. I will tell you what is their objective. The Minister of Arts and Culture have signed, I don't know if it's a contract, and their objective is what? To invest and boast the attractiveness of Bimbia slave trade village site. Listen. To invest and boast the attractiveness of Bimbia slave trade village site. These people who were sold from that plantation, they were people from British Cameroon and other parts of Africa. Today, if their relatives are in the American, United States of America or wherever, if they can read this type of things, how do you think they will feel? Imagine, let's not go too far. The graveyard of my mom or my dad or my family members or loved ones, the government of La République goes there and says they want to invest to bring attractiveness and to what? To bring tourists on the graveyard. How does it sound? Ladies and gentlemen, when I sit, I say we lack political leadership in the Cameroon. I'll tell you how they do with what they do with such places like Bimbia village. I'll tell you. These people, all they know It's about corruption, 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 money. That's not what that site needs. The deep sea port that Mr. Biya promised to construct more than 30 years ago, that's where they can invest to attract people, tourists, and create jobs and employment. That's where they should go and invest. You don't go and invest for the sake of making profit and attract tourists for the sake of such purpose in such a site. There is a way they deal with such sites. You know, the Holocaust Memorial. Those are similar places. They are very sentimental. They are touching. I was not there. But when I look at that Bimbia, I thought what happened, slave trade, Kunta Kinte. Then you want to make it for profit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need tourists in the Cameroons, the government of La Republique du Cameroun must start by making sure there's electricity in Yaoundé. Because people pass Christmas, New Year Eve in certain parts of the Cameroons. There was no electricity. You cannot attract tourism if you don't have electricity. You cannot attract tourism if you don't have clean pipe-borne water, you have rusty water. You cannot attract tourists if your medical or health and safety or security of the country, people cannot walk the streets safely. You cannot attract tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about 40%. This is about people come, I want to have this place to do A, B, and C. Then you give the minister or the governor or whoever is responsible 40%. It's about 40%. These people don't care about British Cameroons. If they care about British Cameroons, there would have been a deep sea port there. Would have had a motorway. But nothing. They don't care. Why can they not go and make that heritage in Kribi? They are building a seaport there, nice road there, long panga, but they come, they think they can sell us. Some of you don't know. Bakassi have already been sold. They keep on telling you that, oh, Bakassi, we want it. No, Bakassi have been sold. The people who are living there, they don't need to change their nationality. You have to respect their indigenous culture in British Cameroon. Bakassi have been sold. Next, it will be the Atlantic Ocean. They will sell it. Next will be Boya Mountain. They will sell it. These people don't care. They are so unpatriotic that they hate us. They hate us. Dubai took 50 years to construct it. Qatar, less than 30 years. Singapore, less than 50 years. But these people, they sit on top of our natural resources and give it to the colonialists. They list the little thing that we have, Bimbia village, to cry, to mourn our ancestors. They think they can make profit there. Bipunkwa and all of you. You think you could project an Anglophone there. Then behind the scene, you people are the owner. Gone are those days. Anybody who will buy that Bimbia village, who will take it back, who will nationalize it. National interest. It is our property. As if they have not got enough from CDC. CDC is a British Cameroon national plantation. It does not belong to La Republique. It's not a government thing. It belongs to the indigenous people. It was created in 1947. It became Cameroon Development Corporation. La Republique was not part of it. But today, all the profits and what are going to Yaoundé. Sonara, the same. And now they want to sell us. One day, my brothers and sisters, will have no place to live in our land. They have made a mistake. You can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important because why I lament, I will tell you how they deal with such sites. It is very important. We have to know about this because when people say it, we say we have political leadership in the Cameroons. We say we have what again? What do we have again in the Cameroon? Let's go. Listen.
Je suis votre libérateur. Je vais mourir pour vous. Au temps de nos ancêtres, il y avait avait la paix en Afrique. Oh. Autant de nos aïeux, il y avait la paix. Autant de nos ancêtres, il y avait la paix en Afrique. Oh, autant de nos aïeux, il y avait la paix. Mais quand le blême est arrivé, la guerre a commencé. Quand les colons sont arrivés, oh, la guerre a commencé. Quand le blême est arrivé, oh maman, la guerre a commencé. Quand les colons sont arrivés, la guerre a commencé. Ils sont venus comme des missionnaires, alors qu'ils étaient des mercenaires. À cause du pétrole, ils ont détruit les arbres. On vous connaît de chacun. Et après, ils nous ont vendu les amours, maman. Ils nous ont vendu les bonbons, maman. Les bébés, il y a fait du sol, maman. Les bébés, les bébés, ils sont dans des gros. Les bébés, les bébés, là, sans papier, oh bébé, oh bébé. Pourtant, nos parents ont combattu pour des blancs, c'est mengue. Pourtant, c'est nos parents qui ont construit le métro. Pourtant, nos parents ont travaillé pour des blancs. Ils n'avaient ni visa ni passeport. Aujourd'hui, le gars, on peut refuser le visa pour voyager. Quelle injustice! Ils appellent nos parents anciens combattants, vivant dans la détresse et dans la misère. Papou d'Abobert, on aime bien cette histoire, anciens combattants.
Okay, that's privatized by Longue because they want to privatize all of us, including human beings. Boya Mountain, Atlantic Ocean, Bakassi, they want to privatize all of our things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important point. When you have a site like the Bimbia slave village, this is what you do with it. Usually, most countries, they call what they have listed building, listed structure, listed objects. These listed buildings are deemed to be either national, historic, or architectural interests. These are the type of places. That's Bimbia. I don't know if the government of La Republique du Cameroun, they have such a place. There are certain places that you don't joke with it. Imagine the pyramid in Egypt. You don't play with those type of places. All countries in the world, whether it's the Middle East, whether it's Europe or the United States, they have this listed building. Listed building means you cannot change those places. Even if you want to do something, you need permission. But usually, listed building and national or historic architectural interests, you can't touch it. There's no private interest there. These things are for the general good of all of us. You don't give it to private individual. And this place, Bimbia village, it's a memorial site. And if you look at the Holocaust memorial, this type of places, you don't play with it. You preserve its memories. The object of such place is to preserve the memories of the victims and to encourage reflection as a contemporary history or relevance. That's what you do with this site. You don't play with them. You don't go there that you want to invest to attract tourists or investment or what. You don't do that with this site. If you want to attract tourists, you go and build a cable in Boya Mountain that will go down to Victoria. If you want to attract tourists, you restore the Tico International Airport, Wadarum, RAF, Cameroun Bank, and bring back Power Camp. That's how you attract tourists. You don't attract tourists by going to, I call that place a graveyard because slave trade, it tells you how our people, they suffered. And La Republique du Cameroun is only thinking about 40%. They put an Anglophone before, but they own it behind. That's colonization. These people know that British Cameroun will one day go, and they are doing everything to make sure that they destroy it. Then they have backdoor sales. Places like Bimbia village, it should be a memorial site. It should be funded by taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money, I repeat. It should be funded by taxpayers' money. We have CDC, we have Sonara, all those things are business They are in FACO. They should take money there and construct it. We are not benefiting from anything from CDC. We are not benefiting. We know what is happening in CDC. We know where Sonara, the pipe, or the interest, where they are paying their tax is not in FACO. We need taxpayers' money to construct the village and make it a memorial site. It should be a non-profit organization. It should be a charity. Heritage sites are always charity. And when you have this, memorial site, what do you do? Globally, this is what you do. It should be a memorial site to commemorate the victims. That's to remember them. It's like a place you go, like a convent. You go for peace, for reflection. What we need is a museum there to preserve objects and artifacts of that slavery there. As I say, we need public money. It's a place that will encourage people to go there for reflection and for education, where we can have public exhibition to commemorate our brothers and sisters who were slaves, who were taken, forced immigration, they were taken abroad without their will or their wishes rather. We have to have something like commemoration, which we have annually. Remembrance Day, we celebrate it. Have we ever had a national day to commemorate the people in Bimbia? No, but it's about profit. We have to make a national day to think about them, to reflect. They have Remembrance Day all over Europe for First World War. People have Remembrance Day. We don't have Remembrance Day in Africa in connection to slavery, apartheid, colonialism. We don't have that day in Africa. That all of us, we come together, we reflect. If we had that day in Africa, if it rotates among African countries, if we have such a day like to remember slavery, what happened, the atrocity that they did to our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers, it should be in Bimbia. So we have that type of place to commemorate, to remember them annually. And again, when we look at what happened, like slavery, this memorial site should be a place of reflection to promote a better future, to make sure such things doesn't happen again, to make sure this slavery, where human dignity was in question, it should never happen again. We have some other form of slavery today. People abuse young children. It's a form of slavery. They call certain things in the UK and in Europe modern day slavery. People take people to come and work for them like house help. They don't pay them. People take people today, they come and work in their shops or their businesses, they don't pay them. People go to the government offices, they keep them there for 1 year, that they will employ them, they will give them matricule or whatsoever. They don't give it after they have spent 2 years working for the government or private business for free. This is modern day slavery. So Bimbia should be that type of a place, a village, where we will make sure the future is bright, that people should not be enslaving people. 1 or 2 people, as I speak in the Cameroons, they are enslaving our brothers and sisters. They work for free. Slavery was about working for free. Taking people to work for you for free. People have houseboy, house girls, they don't pay them. People take people to work and sell in their shops, they don't pay them. People take people in government offices that they will work there for 1 year, 2 years, they will give them macro, they don't employ them. These are modern day slavery. The Bimbia slave village should be a place to reflect that this should never happen again. Slavery of all forms should stop. That's what we should be thinking about, not to make profit. Everything is not about profit. I understand the UNESCO, they were interested in the Bimbia village to make it UNESCO World Heritage Site. They were already ready. But I understand, I've looked at the criteria that UNESCO, they choose to make such a place UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's very important, it's very attractive. Cameroun or Bimbia falls within that criteria. But it seems as if, since the government of La Republique du Cameroun always want profit first, that's why we are suffering. Because in order to have a UNESCO World Heritage Site in your location, what happens? You have to demonstrate integrity. The government of La République du Cameroun lack integrity. You have to have adequate protection and management. Can we manage such a thing when we cannot manage just our own country? We cannot manage it. It's difficult. So then again, they can have a universal value. So if they really want that place to be a World Heritage Site, they should leave it to UNESCO. UNESCO will put money there. You don't need to go and make it for profit. We don't need profit there. Whoever, whether it's my family, whether it's my brother or sister or friend, who is going to put a penny in that place, we will nationalize it, we will take it back one day. Don't waste your money on that side. Shame on the government of La République. Shame on our representative. Shame on everybody. I understand. Some people have been writing petitions, some chiefs, some people are talking now. No, we should be talking in advance. We should be talking in advance. They shouldn't even think of selling it. Until they have put a date for inauguration, it shouldn't have happened. Most of you have inside information. You cannot be a senator. You cannot be an MP. You cannot be a top-class chief in FACO. You don't know about this. If some of you are afraid to speak, you could have sent that message to Maitre Mola Alex Ndivelisinger, the leader of British Cameroun National Party. I would have faced the government in Yaoundé clearly. I understand some of you are scared. You are afraid of your job or your position. If you are afraid, such a thing, give it to me. I'm not afraid. I'm not committing a crime. I'm fighting for the interests of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, that site will remain the site of the indigenous people of the land. If Bakassi, which belongs to the people of British Cameroon, the government of La République du Cameroun have given it to Nigeria. In the treaty that they signed, they said Nigerians, they must remain there. Nigerians, they will not change their nationality, they will be Nigerians. Nigerians there, they will respect their land right, the indigenous people. It is their land, it is their right. So they have sold Bakassi, and they told us that, oh, everything is okay, they got Bakassi back. They have sold it already. They are fooling us on paper that the government of La République is still in control of Bakassi. The majority of the people in Bakassi are Nigerians, the population. It's a fact. So if you go and stand for election there, Nigeria will win, not Cameroonians. That is a fact. And now they are selling everything. They are selling Bimbia village. They are going to sell Botanical Garden. They will sell Atlantic Ocean. They will sell Boya Mountain. The danger that British Cameroon National Party was formed was to fight for our national interests in British Cameroon. Never, never, never again. Muzungu, they cannot come and colonize us. Then La République want to colonize us. It will never work. It will end this year. Equal status. No special status. English institution in British Cameroon, French institution in La République du Cameroun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This party political broadcasts have been difficult for me to make because I cannot imagine. These people, they cannot go and sell Monfebe, the church or the seminary, those places there. They lack respect for the people of British Cameroon. It will never work. We are going to fight. Fight politically. We need members of parliament. We need senators. People who will fight for you. We don't need, every time something happens, we start writing petition, we are begging. We need an elected governor, a person who comes from an area, who understands the history, who will never put us in such a situation. Time for Bila Okala to go. Leave our land. Go and be elected from where you come from. You people disrespect us. You despise the people. You don't care about the feeling. All you know is about 40%. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to allow this to happen in our land. It is our land. It is the land of our birth. It is a disgrace. And anybody who knew about this long ago and stay quiet, you are a disgrace. We are going to kick you out of that place. It doesn't matter. Even if you're a backward person, you knew about this and you shut up your mouth without telling us until it reaches this stage. We are going to, how do you call it? When they banish somebody from a place, we'll banish you. You are not fighting for the interests of the people of the land. You are not fighting for the interests of us, the indigenous people of Fako, you are not. You don't care about us. All you people care about money, how money exchange hands, how much I'm going to gain. That's all what you people do. We know all those things. It's a disgrace. It is a disgrace. Bimbia. I call it, it's like a graveyard. Graveyard is a sad place. It's a place where we saw our brothers and sisters. They were forced immigration, taken to a foreign land, chopped their hands. Some of them, they die in the ships. It is a sentimental thing. The government of the Cameroon, you should consult us. Speak to the people of the land before you commit such a sacrilege, a disgrace to everybody, political leadership, local leadership. And for those of you who have been crying, whose voice cannot be heard, I salute you all and I thank you.